Yo, my bad. The people that was on my other live, I was trying to connect both lives together, like do my review that with that TV shows and this page, but for some reason it clicked me off and then it ended. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But yeah, let's get back into it, y'all. Hold on. All right. Yo, I don't know who this exposing royalty page is. I know it is a kid. You could tell by what they're saying. But whoever it is, then Jalea must have pissed this person off because, man, oh man. Hey, y'all. I don't know who it is. Like, I'm just reading and stuff. So, all right, last night when y'all was hitting me up, a few people hit me up. I told y'all in the last live, it was like 10 people hit me up with the same screenshot of Kamari basically stating that Jalea had sent somebody a screenshot that said it wasn't true. Now, I said on my live, I said, I guarantee you, I said, Jalea has told someone, like her girlfriend or somebody like that she was lying. And it's going to come out. God don't bless no mess. That's just what it is. And so this was the screenshot. Of course, people were saying it was fake, but it's mighty funny when it's Lexi, it's real. But when it's Jalea, it's fake. Like, it's just always something, very much so. But we already knew this was coming. So this page is followed by Royalty 24. And then I think, hold up, wait a minute, let me look again. I don't think, yeah, it's followed by Nation too. It's followed by Nation and Royalty. Yep. And then did y'all peep when she was like, what she had said? She was like, yeah, you can't trust nobody. If it wasn't real, then you wouldn't be saying that shit. I'd be like, look, that's fake, y'all. Don't worry about that shit. The way that Tanya and Charlene reacted, Tanya was mad as shit. Talking about, we know what you're trying to do. No, we know what you're trying to do. You don't want to negate the fact that it's a lie. And you're mad as hell that people are not basically like really sticking on to this shit like, oh, CJ, you did it. You got a few people talking about, oh, he did it, as if they was there. Like I told y'all, I don't know if he did it or not. I was not there, but based on their lies, I feel like that he didn't do it. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, he did not do it. Like, that's weird. That's weird as hell. I wasn't there. You got people really putting themselves in the business as if it happened to them. Like, listen, I'm a content creator. I'm here to create content for y'all entertainment, to talk about what y'all want me to talk about. I'm not about to be out here defending these people as if I seen it, because I did not see it. You got motherfuckers on here talking about, yeah, he really did it. That shit is sickening. That shit is sad. All right, so this is, I already knew Tanya. Y'all see how every time some shit go down, Tanya the first one to jump in it. You feel me? Like, I feel like you're too fucking old to be like even on the internet with it. You in people chats, you're a sick old woman. That's a miserable ass shit. You should be laid up in the Bahamas with your man. You should be in Jamaica with your man with a mimosa. This lady is on the internet talking about what Carnation should be doing to Kamari. Like, y'all ain't like that girl from the jump, and everybody knew that shit, man. That shit sad. That shit really sad. All right, so it says those fake ass. Y'all realize how she even got the slang, the shit going on. Y'all fake ass text what she say? Those fake ass text messages you said come from Jalea lying or her what? I'll make sure it gets in the hands of the right people. Why y'all can't post it? Why do y'all continue to hide behind the fucking screen and give it to someone else? You guys are weak. That's why weak sauce. What is it gets in the hands of the right people. You need to come up with another storyline telling everyone we broke and homeless going on 3 years now. We stand with Jalea. Well, y'all be the only motherfucker standing with her is because I have sat down. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Say it with me, y'all. Charlene Smolett. Tanya Smolett. Jalea Smolett. That I'm just over it. Like, I'm over it. All this is repeat what you say. It sounds about weapon facts. If it's true, if it's true, it's true, and if it's not, it's not. Absolutely, I agree. That's okay because charges are going to get pressed. Once the police see it's fake, they will get in trouble. Yes, if he presses the issue, if CJ pressed the issue, like, yeah, I did. Like if I didn't do it, then I want to keep this case, going to let y'all know that I did not do it, and this is what they're saying. And look, well, he always got evidence, and look what they're putting on the internet. Look what they're saying on it. I would just keep that shit going. I wouldn't lie. Like, I would just constantly keep that shit going. I would keep going back to the fucking police station or to the courts or whatever I got to do, and I would keep a paper trail. That's just what it is, because this is nothing to play with. Is Kamaria Nation gonna run a fade? I don't know. Shit. I don't know. Cause it's like when all of this started, Carnation was she was in Texas. Kamari was in Nevada. What the fuck? Y'all, this Boosie shit. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this Boosie post. So Boosie had gotten into an accident. Somebody recreated the whole scene, and it's like confusing because it looked like the exact people in the same thing. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But yeah, Kamari was there. Kamari was popping it. Kamari was ready to meet, and it's like y'all away in Texas, so there's no reason to even talk. But I feel like kids gonna be kids. They gonna run their mouth. They gonna fuss. They gonna do whatever. But I doubt it. If Charlene and CJ will bring them to meet and fight. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm not doing that for my child. Like, if y'all gonna fight on your own. I'm not gonna take you or bring you to a fight or whatever. So she got repossessed again. I don't think she ever she got repossessed. I'ma say, what was that, last year sometime when PJ had put it out. She didn't ever get nothing else after that. Nothing ever else. Like, she was trying to stump for the internet as if she got her car back and what's his name? Rico had bought her some shit. That was not her car. That was not her car at all. I don't know if y'all remember, but last summer they was already in Ubers. Like, they was catching Ubers already. And this is my thing, because again, every time like some shit happened with her or whatever the case may be, people be like, oh, y'all laughing at. Listen, we don't laugh at shit. It is what it is. Whatever she gotta go through to get through, whatever, that's on her. I don't put myself in that shit. I am a content creator. I report on it. I'm gonna keep it fucking moving. That shit is not personal for me. I don't give a damn. Make it very fucking clear, because motherfuckers don't understand the fucking difference, and I get tired of it. I don't get on here and I don't talk about kids. I'm not trying to get in the mix of kid back and forth. Nothing. Motherfuckers is trying to insert themselves in kid B to try to basically help Nation argue with Kamari. Like, what the fuck? Y'all some sick ass people. Why? Because y'all know that Kamari was eating their asses up by herself. Motherfucker, it was like 5 people that had to get involved. All right, hold up. Let me keep going, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna react to his video today too. So Charlene had posted this and she said, fake news. Of course. We already knew that was coming. She said, all this drama from a damn dance video is insane. The setup ain't setting up. And we are not falling for it. I apologize for the actions of my daughters trying to defend themselves, but they are done. Defend themselves with what? Y'all continue to poke and poke and poke. Your daughter's friend posted a video of Kamari basically being called the reject. You don't know what your daughters are doing, so just shut your goofy ass up. I'm so sick of them. Always want to be victim. So then Jalea was like, nobody can't be trusted. And them little funky ass videos, I'm not posting that shit. I don't want to see that shit of her twerking and shit. I don't want to see that shit. That's some funky ass shit. And I'm not posting shit like that. That's some nasty ass shit. I can't, I refuse to post it. Hell no. When I seen that shit, I clicked off so goddamn fast. And she got a couple videos like twerking it. Like, that's some funky ass shit. I don't want that shit on my page. I don't. I thought she had her car. No, she ain't getting no car back. Cause right soon after that, they was catching Ubers and shit. They was in an Uber. I remember that shit. My bad, y'all. But yeah, right after that, they was catching Ubers and stuff. Remember when they went to go watch that movie thing? It was like a movie. They was in a pool and they were watching a movie. It was Jalea. It was all of y'all know the gang that stick together. Tanya and Royalty and her kids. That's it. They had caught a lift, and then they was like that. Basically, they constantly kept catching lifts because the car was gone and Tanya's car was gone. That's what people were saying. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. SA victim. Yes, that's what I said, Ned. That's the first thing I said. I said if she was an SA victim, she would not be doing what she's doing. Like all that twerking and doing all that, she would not be doing that. Especially for a camera. They would feel so uncomfortable, you know, like this is so sickening. It's sick. It's so sick. And I'm so sick of that grandmother. That grandmother is Okay, so somebody had sent me this post. It was on Ayanla. I loved her show. And I don't know if it got canceled or she quit the show, whatever. I wish it was still out. But it was the same scenario. A father being accused of y'all know what. I can't say the word. And yeah, look at this.
Do you have any sexual contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Yes, thank God.
How does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it?
Well, I felt they always did know it.
You felt they always did know it?
Mm-hmm.
And didn't speak it because?
They didn't know no better. They wasn't told no different.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. Then he asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. So Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monzel?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
And what is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling? Miss Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie, and you told it. And you got to own it.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it, Ma.
I apologize for accusing you of raping them. Please forgive me.
You don't have to forgive her. You don't have to.
I cannot accept your apology because it's not sincere. Deep down, I know that you know
Right.
that you didn't believe that. You knew I had no sexual desires for my children. For 25 years, this thing has broken me.
Tell the truth. Mr. Monzel, in your lie detector test, you were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Yes, thank God.
How does that feel for you?
All right, hold on, y'all. That is crazy. And see, women do that, and she had the nerve to not even want to apologize. Hold up, y'all. All right. My son is a crybaby. All right, boom. All right, let's go to CJ video. Let me find it first. But yeah, she ain't even had the audacity to even mean it. Like, she didn't mean her apology. She was just like, you know, whatever. Here. Sit down. There you go. Go sit down, get your tablet. I feel like if Charlene and CJ was to go take a lie detector test, I don't think she would say she apologized for, like, I just don't. She would still be trying to find a way, like, oh no, the lie detector test is lying. It's not true, guys. CJ paid them off, y'all. You know, shit like that, instead of just saying, I apologize. You know, I was bitter. I was mad. I was trying to find a way to take you down. And when I seen that nothing was taking you down, I came out with these allegations. Now, Destiny Reacts had a point. That day that she said that Jalea came out with the damn allegations or whatever, that was the day that they was getting ready to fight. That was the day that he had met her at the damn police station. All right, let's go to this damn video. Here, just take it, please. You gonna keep coming back to eat my shit up. Oh, the Messy Monday one. Okay, cool. Messy Monday. I wonder if he gonna have this on Messy Monday. Messy.
Because we're about to dive into the tea. I got my comment section open up on a random video on Instagram. Actually, this is TikTok. I'm gonna be going back and forth from Instagram to TikTok. And yeah, I'm gonna be just reading comments off my phone and just talking to you guys. I got 2 apps open. Okay, there we go. IG and TikTok, and we're gonna be chatting back and forth. The first comment I'm gonna read off is a comment on Kamari and me on TikTok, making a video. It says, if she fights Jalea, I want to be tagged. Hey, yo, who is this? Let me click on their profile. Oh, okay, Shorty want to help Kamari. Hey, look, because you know they be trying to jump people. Honestly, I seen the time when they was fighting. Nike was fighting Royalty, and then Lexi had to jump in because the grandma tried to jump in. You know they be trying to jump. Then Jalea tried to jump in. So, you know, you really can't trust the snake. You might come for a fade, and then you might get jumped. So you never know. Like me personally, I remember going to pick up CJ and Dea, and this is way back when I used to personally pick them up. And thank God I had the camera crew with me. They actually filmed a real life incident between me just going to pick up my kids and having to pull out a gun because she called like 6 different people to pull up. Now, I gotta take some accountability and tell you guys a little story on that because some of you probably missed it. I made a video and said that my baby mama was coming to be my bodyguard, and I was paying her like $50,000 to protect me from royalty. She didn't actually come. I didn't actually give her the money. It was just a clickbait, right? It was literally clickbait. I'm a content creator, and she really in the streets with it. And then when I say that, I don't mean that in a good way. Like, how are you having 2 million followers, you're verified, and you really like living in the streets? That's not a good look. Like, we are supposed to elevate it from there. I grew up in the streets, and I wasn't on social media, so I didn't have any morals. I didn't have any goals or anything to look forward to. I just was doing whatever I thought was cool. But now that we know what's cool, which is being mature in real life, you know, building a foundation around your family, trying to create some type of generational wealth, those are the things that really matter. And I'm not even just saying that to sound cool. Like, if you're not making money or making decisions in your life that can help your family obtain success, then what are you doing? Are you just making up lies, running to the internet, trying to drag another human being down? Like, we technically living in hell. If you look at it like how I look at it, I look at like life with me being connected to someone like this demon. I look at that as a sign of me probably did something in the past life where I messed up, and now this is my version of hell, because I shouldn't be going through this. All the videos I've been posting.
He did that to himself. I ain't gonna lie. How she did Jamie?
The CRM system that I was using wasn't keeping track of my leads and inquiries.
Yeah, we used to run into issues all the time of we didn't get that.
CJ
on TikTok. Make sure you look at my TikTok, the real CJ So Cool 29. I know that's a random name, but my birthday's the 29th, and I am the real CJ So Cool. And I lost multiple TikToks thanks to Kamari dancing on my TikTok all them years ago. Anyway, I do have ADHD, so sometimes I randomly blurt out things.
Clearly.
But don't mind me. I'm just trying to be chill. Back to the topic. I have to get.
Yo, this is my thing with CJ. If CJ, like, if he would have just came out like, look, they lying on my name, you know, they still lying on my name. I don't appreciate that, whatever. I feel like it would be better versus him just like getting in the videos with Kamari, calling the kids dirty ass and all that. Now you stupid down to her level. Like, come on.
Hey, where's your vroom? Wait, who said that? What do that mean? They both wouldn't be anything without each other. At the end of the day, CJ did videos with Royalty Kids. Royalty Kids did videos with CJ. Nobody was watching for Kamari. Wow. Let me read the replies to that. What you mean? I only watch them for when Kamari come over. What the freak? Somebody said thank you because Kamari was the main event. I already know that. I deep down inside knew that whenever Kamari come or whenever she would come, it would already be astronomically better than when she wasn't here. The same thing still applies to this day. I'm 36. Of course, I've lost touch with the youth and the people that watch YouTube. They probably don't really resonate with the way I live my life and the things that I do. But when it comes to Kamari, she's 13. She got a lot of growing to do and a lot of more fans to reach. So I believe that she always has helped me. And I've always said that. I've always said whenever Nike and Kamari come, my views go up, my life is better. I feel more happier, more comfortable. And it's probably because we're from the same place. We're all from Gary, so we talk alike, we think alike, we make each other laugh, and we don't press each other's buttons. Like, I rarely get offended by Kamari. She rarely gets offended by me. And same with Nike. Now, of course, I'm not talking about when I have to discipline my child. Every parent knows you can only be so cool with your kid until that moment comes where you have to be a parent and discipline them. That time has come for me. Of course, I posted on YouTube like I do my whole life. That's the issue. Like, how you going to say that somebody did something when all they do is record everything? Not to mention, even when I'm not recording, I have cameras in every room recording everything. If you could think back clearly, you can see in So Cool Land, I had a camera in the kid wing. When you open the kid's side of the house, you're automatically on camera. If you go in Jalea room, Leon room, any of them rooms, it's obvious where you're going, what you're doing, how long you was in there. All this is recorded. So for them to be able to lie with no proof is crazy. She always had access to every camera. She always watched every camera, including that time when she went out of town to get her tubes untied and then eventually burned out because she was trying to have kids and the kids kept getting stuck in her tubes and she almost died. So if you don't know the story, yeah, that's happened. That's happened in So Cool Land about 2017, 2018. She left, her and her mom, they went out of town. They left the kids with me because I was a very trustworthy person with her kids. And we lived in a big mansion and I went to the club. I went to Floyd Mayweather club. It was called Girl Collections or something. And I actually think someone poisoned my drink. I think someone put something in my drink. It kind of messed me up a little bit. I gave out my home address, my number. I was doing things I wouldn't normally do. And I allowed some women to come into my crib. Now, mind you, I just told you, she's always had access to the cameras. But if I was doing anything crazy like they alleged I did, why wouldn't she have proof? Or why wouldn't anybody know by now? Like until now, I'm saying, like the court.
No, I want to know that. Like, who was watching the kids? Because if he went to the club when she went out of town, then they was watching each other. That's out of line, CJ.
We went through court for 14 months. That was a long battle of us arguing and her trying to expose every detail of anything bad I've ever done. Why was that left out? That doesn't make sense that they just can come up with something so quick. And that's why I wanted you guys to understand you were believing the dumbest lie ever. Someone just came up with something out of thin air and some of you ran with it. And I'm kind of mad at y'all and offended that I'm getting a recognition now. I'm seeing the comments. It seems like everybody's on my side, but it wasn't like that before. There was more hate than it is good stuff now. So honestly, I really wish the haters would just come out of the shadows and just renege on what they said. Apology accepted. Come on, man. Where y'all at? We need that. But anyway, she called me.
But why would the haters be in his comment section? I can never, you will never catch me in Charlene comment section. Ever. I don't watch what she do. I watch nothing that she does. I wish I would waste my time to get on the live and troll. Like, that's people with no fucking lives.
On camera doing some things I shouldn't have did, right? But it was with grown women. 2 grown women at the same damn time. Now, I know there ain't nothing to brag on. That's very disgusting. I don't even want to make it seem like that's a cool lifestyle to live. I'm really not like that. I'm telling you, they drugged me, right? And they were very beautiful, so it was kind of hard to turn them down. But they was both grown. Anyway, her kids was in their wing, sleep, everything, right? But she caught all the footage from them coming inside the crib. From me coming downstairs to open the door, she had that, walked right past the kids' wing, didn't even look over there. Forgot they was even there. Like, they're just kids. Come on, bro. I don't think like that. There's a lot of adults that don't think like y'all kids do. This generation is cooked. All y'all think about is the most negative things y'all can, while other people are not even almost thinking about these same things. But if I put myself in y'all shoes, I can't see y'all perspective. I understand, oh, these girls look cute and they're wearing sports bras and all these shorts around him. Okay, I understand what you're saying if I think weirdly like you. But since I don't think weirdly like you, I have no idea how you're coming up with this stuff. Like, literally, why are you coming up with this? Why aren't you just watching it for what it is, which is family-friendly content at the end of the day? But yeah, I got caught on camera with the 2 ladies, and they eventually ended up stealing something from Royalty too, because I was caught up with one of them. Another one said she had to go to the bathroom. She stole a Rolex. I made videos about all this. Y'all just didn't know. I made videos like the next day saying, all right, man, the jeweler coming over. I'm finna buy Royalty a new watch and all this stuff. Da, 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 da. Anyway, she has all that proof. I'm pretty sure she still got the screenshots, because if I've ever done anything, she's had the screenshots. Don't forget, she had access to 5 of my cell phones, all connected to the same Apple ID. And speaking of Apple ID, I know I'm supposed to be reading comments. My bad, I'm getting carried away. But she had all this access, bro. Like, to my knowledge, criminals have always.
Shout out to Brian for that cash app. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Come on, y'all. Let's run it up. Let's go. Get them lights up. Come on, y'all.
Try to keep like trophies and stuff. Why were there no evidence in my phones? I've never did anything weird. All the kids that's been in my life, at my house, my step kids' friends, my kid friends, my kid. Why is there no why is there no evidence of me being a creep? Y'all sit on these weirdo stuff, but there's no evidence, and I have so much proof that you're weird and that you're a liar and that you coach your kids. How is it like that? How is it so off balance? If I did all these things, you got diaries and all this stuff, you just roll like, come on, bro, you're really killing me. But the funny thing is, because yes, I'm still smiling through all this. The funny thing is, I always knew the truth. That's why I was still making content, being happy, dating people, even people with kids. I know I came out and said, I'll never date no one with kids. But I was just mad because I was like, women with kids, they think weird, bro. They will literally try to set you up. If you're not for them no more, they will like try to burn you down. Versus someone like my ex, Lexi, who didn't have kids. We kind of did have our ups and downs, but at least at the end of the day, she never came back and was like, well, he did this. Because she don't really have that type of energy. She don't have no kid that she could just lie on me with. So I do still kind of feel like I always have to be careful, because I am very like outspoken and I do have ADHD and I say crazy things all the time, but I don't mean no harm. So I always have to be careful, especially having a stepdaughter. And I know this already. And even though I do know this, I do appreciate you guys giving me details, saying, I don't think you should do this. I don't think you should do that. It makes sense. I understand. I still think like a kid sometimes. So sometimes I can make the mistake of posting something that's inappropriate, even though, like I said, it didn't mean to come out that way. But y'all be thinking negatively. So that's how y'all assume it is. But nevertheless, let's jump back into the comments. I don't mean to bore y'all. Actually, I'm going to switch over to Instagram. I'm going to go to Instagram. And I got a lot of stuff, bro. I got a lot of stuff to go through. So I'm just randomly pick one. Ah, no, not this one. when 1:30 a.m. hits and they turn on the lights in the club. See, this is not an edited picture. This is real. Like, I don't have to edit anything. I don't have to lie or anything like that. The comments is crazy. My brother Kenneth at the top. Shout out to Kenneth. He said, Charlene in the cut. It's a scary sight. Hey, yo. It's just a lot of laughing emojis, basically. Everybody laughing. I'm so glad you cooking this lady. Hey, I forgot. I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna like that. They got 1,300 comments. The first sweatsuit in the ski mask era in 100-degree weather is scary. I'm telling you, anybody that will believe anybody that wears a fur outfit and a ski mask in the middle of the Las Vegas summer, you're crazy. You literally need to get your temperature checked. How are you going to listen to someone that does this? She literally dressed like this every day. Every time I went to go pick up my kids or drop my kids off, Shorty had on a fur outfit with a ski mask on, looking like a crackhead. I'm telling you, whatever drugs she take, and I know every time I say she do drugs, she get tested and they say she clean. I don't know how she doing that, but ever since I was a little G, I've been learning how to pass drug tests. Everybody know about niacin. You can wash the system out. You can, I don't know, you can bleach your hair. You can do all kind of stuff. Dye it back black. I ain't falling for none of that if you pass the test. I don't even believe you took a test. Actually, I don't even care. You can take tests. It doesn't matter. That's that. What I know is you're a crackhead. That ass. Even if you don't actually consume drugs, you're a crackhead because of your energy. You move like a crackhead. Remember when I was in Miami and I was live on a yacht and all those scammers was around me and I got the comments saying, hey, yo, you're getting dumped. You need to go check on your girl Royalty. And I checked on her and she was literally moving out saying, oh, I got all his phones. He moving like he's single. So like how I was moving like I was single, you're moving like a crackhead. So you're technically a crackhead. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, let me go back to the comments. It really is better on TikTok. CJ cannot be a grown man. How come I'm not a grown man? All I'm doing is retaliating. All I'm doing is retaliating, bro. They don't got no money. Ha. Where's your vroom vroom? Oh, Kamari must have said that in the video. Oh, no, she must have said something about that. Bro. They went to Houston again. Oh, my God. If that's the only place they can go on vacation, Houston, every time they only go to Houston. Like, y'all might as well pack it up and move to Houston, bro. Go ahead and move in with my old best friend. Go ahead and do that. Move in with Bacon, KK, and them. That's your best option because living in your mama's 2-bedroom apartment ain't really looking too good. The way CJ and Dad be coming over here telling me that they don't got their own room and they don't got their own this and they own that is very embarrassing that you would even want to go against me in court. You should have just gave me the kids technically. If you was a real mother, if you really loved your kids, you would have gave them to me and allowed me to give you visitation, supervised visitation. But back to the comments. He not lying. No, Royalty even said she went broke, and now they making up lies. Jalea said it was cap. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but I got some very disturbing screenshots that proved that I was right the whole time. Jalea accidentally told someone the truth, and they screenshotted her. And in the screenshot, she said, and if you snitch on me, I'm going to say you raped me. So come on, bro. This is what they do. This is they lie. How you going to say you got touched, and then you go on TikTok and say you got a whole girlfriend, and you a whole happy-go-lucky dancing and stuff every day? Where's the energy of someone that really would get touched? Like if someone got touched, I can only imagine they won't be on here dancing and stuff. They're going to be on here sad and telling their story. Every video should be about their story. That's how I think. Because if it was me, if I got touched and I was a kid and I had social media, that's what I would do. I would make that type of content to try to bring awareness to this. Situation. I wouldn't be like, guys, I'm gay, da, 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 da. Like, come on, bro, you're confusing as hell. But we already know why you're confusing, because you was capping. Your mama made you lie, and you ain't had no choice. That's what the screenshot said. Somebody said, I'm so nosy, I'm never this early. I heard that. They talking about what account is Royalty Kids be playing on. They trying to find all the tea. Forget them. The tea is on my page. If you really want tea, authentic tea, it's on CJ So Cool's Instagram, CJ So Cool's TikTok, and of course, y'all watching it here live, CJ So Cool's YouTube. I literally love you guys. Like, I'm literally in shock. Because guess what? I didn't want this to happen. I didn't mention them. I didn't want to mention them, bro. Look, I just got a text from a freaking billionaire. You free at all to do a podcast this week? I'm finna say yes, sir. Most definitely. Come on, bro. We get money over here. I don't do what they do, bro. Look, I'm getting texts from Bank of America and everything, bro. Hold on. Y'all don't live the life. Listen, just because someone ain't flexing jewelry or whatever, pulling out cash from the bank and showing y'all don't mean they don't have anything. But when someone lives and looks like royalty in her kids, that is exactly what that means. That means they don't have anything. I don't need to wear a chain to prove that I have money. I don't need to wear a buzz-down watch to prove anything. I don't even need to drive a Lamborghini to prove anything. I don't even need to live in a mansion. I could live the most modest lifestyle and be rich, and y'all would still not believe me. And it doesn't matter because that's what I had to learn. Proving your point to the internet is almost irrelevant because they don't care. You can prove anything and they're still going to believe what they want. So, yeah, man, I didn't want this video to be too long because this is just really messy. And honestly, I think I could probably cook one of these 4 or 5 times a day and post it. So if this gets like
My bad, y'all. Y'all shit going too fast. Oh man, I gotta go back up. But yeah, I hope he don't get on here and do that shit every day. Nobody want to hear about that every day. Nobody want to hear about Charlene and her kids every day. I can't do it. If you gonna get on here. Basically get on here and tell the truth, clear your name, and get the fuck on. Cause other than that, it's just gonna get draining. And I don't want to constantly keep hearing it. Like I don't. Hold on, let me see something real quick. And when Tanya is talking about getting things in the right hands, I want to know who she's talking about because if it's, I thought the police would be the right hands. Because if you're talking about anybody that supports Charlene, that's not the right hands. These motherfuckers get. Tanya was on here yesterday. First thing for Charlene didn't even say nothing. Charlene was watching everything that was going on. Tanya on here talk about nation should put their hands on. Like your daughter couldn't even put the hands on Kamari's mother. So what the hell? Like, come on now. Did y'all see when Kamari said, "Let's go mom for mom"? No, they said, "Let's go mom for mom." So Kamari put Nike up there. She like, "Yeah, my mom this, my mom that, da 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 da." They should like, "Yeah, my mom has never cried to see Diddy for some money." Like, girl, you must not know, girl. Don't you do that. Then she was like, Kamari was like, "Let's go house for house." It was quiet as hell. You be like, "Hello, hello." Hello? Anybody there? Because it was real quiet. Shani said she's done because she's scared she just wants to drop. Well, she don't want us to know. Jalea already messed up. Charlene said she's done. Oh, you said Shani. I was about to say, who the fuck is Shani? Okay, Shani. No, Jalea already messed up. Now echoes in the room. Well, this is what they get. They kept going with the bullshit, and CJ and Kamari fired back. My thing is, honestly, it's like just how they explain everything. I would have left it as what it was because it looks stupid. Yeah, maybe you have some people saying that you did it, but the majority of the people don't believe Charlene. Even people that don't even watch CJ and Charlene, they like she a liar. So I would have just left it as what it was. He want the whole world to be like, no, he didn't do it, and it's not gonna go like that because you got the little tiny, just a little bit little people that support her that's gonna believe everything that she do, even if she lied in their fucking face, they're gonna still believe it because they dislike CJ. Right? That's just what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. The girls going back and forth, I wouldn't even, like, that shit wouldn't even, I would have just let them go like Nike did. Nike ain't step in until she seen Tanya step in. If you see kids going back and forth, let it be. As long as ain't nobody touching you, nobody jumping you, ain't nobody adult, any adult getting involved. I don't give a damn. I would just let them go. Obviously, that was Jalea's girlfriend or whoever, who she was twerking for on the camera. But my thing is this. If you're so, like, you feel like somebody violated you and it just stopped in 2022 and you out here with your ass out twerking in the camera, that shows you right there that the girl is lying. Nobody would do that. But those videos of Jalea gonna say tomorrow's too long. What they gonna say is, oh, Jalea is 17. It don't matter. She was still a kid when she posted them fucking videos. 16, 17. I don't give a damn. My 17-year-old ain't grown. He ain't grown until he 18. That's just what it, I have a boy. That's a whole girl. I would not be allowing my daughter, like, oh, hell no. I would lose my fucking mind, man. That's crazy. I would lose my mind. I ain't gonna lie. I know that's right. Kay got herself a pink. Okay, I know that's right. But yeah, y'all, that's all I really had to say. I really don't have, not 5 people. I really don't have too much to say about this tonight. Like, at this point, it's just like draining. It's running out, and I'm glad it's running out, and I'm glad it's almost over, y'all. So, cousin gang, we out this thing. I got to go. I got shit to do. I'll talk to y'all later.